What up? So I went and saw Wuthering Heights, and I was expecting turbulence, but I got a storm. The movie stars Margot Robbie as Catherine and Jacob Elordi as Heathcliff. The movie starts with beauty and it ends with consequence. The beginning of the movie starts with a romance that comes across as innocent and inevitable. Their relationship is protective, playful, and rooted in survival. For Catherine, love is security. She chooses comfort, stability, a gilded cage. Robbie plays her as someone who is cared for, but is also imprisoned. Paradise can feel like a prison when your heart is elsewhere. Heathcliff, in Elordi's hands, begins as devotion, a deep, protective love, but we see that grief hardens him. Slowly, then suddenly, caring turns to cutting. Tender turns to transactional. And there were times where the transformation seemed so sharp, it almost pulled me out. Like watching Nate from Euphoria bleed into the Moors. And their relationship goes through phases: cute, charming, then codependent, and then toxic. When Heathcliff returns, it's no longer about love, but instead about leverage. They try to outdo each other by inflicting pain. And for me, the middle of the film lingers long here on this, perhaps a little too long. The affairs, the back and forth vengeance, the emotional chess match becomes a little murky for me. And I found myself wishing they had trimmed about 30 minutes off the film. The repetition dulls the sharpness of what the story is trying to truly say. But what it is trying to say lands. This, I want to make something clear, is not a religious film by any means. But it did remind me of in scripture when it says, vengeance is the Lord's. In this movie and in life, bitterness spreads like smoke. One wound multiplies into 10. Anger infects not just lovers, but those around them. Innocence is collateral damage, and no one takes a moment to pause and be the adult in the room. And because of that, pain becomes inheritance. And that's the tragedy. I love the beginning. I love the end. The middle drags, but the lesson lingers. Love twisted by pride is poison. Revenge feels powerful until it devours everything. It's not a perfect film, but it's sobering and it is worth watching.